Hi, it's Sarah. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about how things manifest, from how the energy works of manifestation, um, and the difference between what has already manifested, what we're experiencing in the manifest world right here and now, and where that comes from, and how to interface with it in a powerful way that is less exhausting and more effective at actually creating the realities and the manifestations we want to see in our world. Everything in the manifest world, everything in the unseen world, everything that's alive, everything that is seemingly inanimate, all of it, from the most subatomic planes and the smallest, all the way through our level of reality, all the way to classic physics and celestial bodies, and the the space and all of it is energy. That is the common denominator that we all share, whether it's visible, whether it's something we can experience with our senses, or whether it is invisible or microscopic. All of it, regardless, is energy, and it's all interacting all the time. It is a constant, dynamic expression and engagement on all levels. And anything that comes into the manifest world and comes down into the frequency range that we can perceive with our eyes and ears and feeling and all of our senses, comes from an energetic template that begins as something that's outside of our frequency range. It would be invisible to us. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means it's outside of the frequency range that we perceive with our senses. And so everything that comes into manifest form that we do then perceive comes from an energetic template. It begins as an energetic template, as a basically as a sound and a pattern and a vibration, and it basically begins that way, as an idea, as a thought. And then as it becomes more dense and picks up more momentum and attracts more like frequencies through resonance, it begins to become denser and denser and denser, until it does finally precipitate into the manifest world that we experience through our senses. But initially, it is simply energy. And even in physics, they talk about photons, the smallest unit of light that we've been able to track with our current instrumentation and apparatus. Photons of light themselves blink in and out of existence, and maintain themselves in two states. One is a wave state, which is invisible to our perception, and the other is a particle state, which is a manifestation in our reality from our perceptions. So everything is always existing, wave particle, And it is through our observation and through our thinking and through the vibration that we carry that we actually influence the probability of an energy particle that is in wave form, invisible to us, coming into manifestation, going from wave state to particle state. We have a lot to do with that. Physics talks about it as the observer effect. And through our observation and through our thoughts and through the resonance we hold and the vibration we hold, we attract like frequencies. And through our observation, we literally can change the probability of whether a wave form of energy is going to come into manifestation or whether it's going to stay in waveform. So we have a lot to do with things. And by the time that something becomes manifest, by the time it exists in this world as thing, or, as perceived thing, it looks like it's inanimate, or it looks like it's animate. The truth is, it's all living energy. By the time it comes into manifestation, it's actually a reflection of the past. It's actually a reflection of something that has moved from wave to particle and is an expression of the past. The influence that caused it to manifest was an influence that happened before. So when you're looking at the things in your environment and, including world events, things that are going on politically, engagement with other people, all the events of our world, they're actually a reflection of energy influences that happened before. They're an expression of the past. So when you try to move these things around after they've manifest, you're actually kind of chasing a ghost. It's like you're trying to influence something that already happened. And not to mention that it's dense frequency and that it's harder to move around. It's denser. It takes a lot more energy. The place where we really can have an important influence in creating our manifest reality is while it's still in the invisible, while it's still in that probability state, while it's still in that wave state. When it's in probability state, and the truth is everything is in probability state until it manifests, it's through our intention and through our thinking and our feeling and the vibration we hold and the words we speak, the sound we utter. These are the things that cause waveform energy to become manifest. So if we really want to change what becomes manifest in our world, we need to be working on that. We need to back up and work on that energetic template level through our thoughts, our feelings, the vibrations we hold, the words we utter. We are unlimited creator beings. We have a tremendous influence on what manifests in our world. But we kind of need to back up to where it's really happening rather than trying to push things around once they've already manifest. So I'll talk more about it in another video about, really what are the pieces that we are in charge of that really make the difference about what manifests. But we really want to have, we really want to be working on the energy level. And we do that through setting intention. I would say the first thing is alignment, our alignment with creation, basically, with nature, with source. Even if you don't have any sort of spiritual reference, just our relationship with the unmanifest quantum field. That's science. But that alignment and that clarity in our alignment, that would be where it begins. Then and that can happen through, meditating, or just getting still, or being in nature. That alignment is a critical thing. Then our intention. What do we want to have happen? What are we really intending to bring forth? And then our focus. What are we focusing on? What are we giving our attention to, our energy to? And you can tell whether your focus is going to be a positive and good potential is by the way you feel. If what you're focusing on makes you feel bad, then your vibration is not going to be manifesting positive stuff. If you can focus on things that really make your heart sing, then you're in the place where you're intending what you want. And once you've used all those talents, then the last thing to do is to let go, and to let it go, to know that you've been heard, and let it go, so that it can be fulfilled through the way that the universe connects like energy through resonance, how like energy is drawn forth, and then really maintaining your intent and your desired focus, and knowing that that's where the power is. So that's a lot, and I'll probably talk about these things again, but I hope it's helpful. Lots of love. Have a great day.